I am Dr. Dinesh Chandra Doval. I am the Director of Medical Oncology and Director of Research at Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute and Research Center, Delhi. And I am also one of the organizing secretaries for this ACOS 2016 conference. This 12th ACOS conference is being held for the first time in the Indian subcontinent. That's very, very important. Because earlier the conferences have been held in mostly Japan, Korea, Thailand, Taiwan and China. This is the first time that the conference has come to the Indian subcontinent, and fortunately we are having participation from about 37 countries. The representatives from 37 countries will be participating in this meeting. Till date we have registration of around 2,300 people, and it might go up to 3,000 if the things go on at the right pace. Out of this registrations, about 200 registrations are from the neighboring countries like China and Taiwan and Korea. Then we have a big participation of the people from the SAARC region. There are lots of people, about 40-50 people coming from Nepal. There are a good number of people coming from Bangladesh, around 30 people coming from Bangladesh, and you will also be surprised that it is for the first time that we have been able to rope in Myanmar. Myanmar, which was out of the circulation, we are expecting about 15 people from Myanmar Oncology Society to attend this meeting. We are also expecting few people from Pakistan and a good number of delegations from Sri Lanka. For promotion of this meeting, we have travelled across Asia to give it a really Asian flavor, and one of the organizing committee members have travelled to Sri Lanka, to Nepal, to Bangladesh, to Taiwan. We also went to ESMO Singapore, where the European Medical Oncology Society meeting was held. To propagate our meeting, we had a stall there to promote the meeting there. The same way we also went for Chinese Society of Clinical Oncology meeting in China to promote this meeting again. So with the result that we have been able to get a good number of participation, and I think it is representing completely a pan-Asian meeting because people from all parts of Asia are participating in this meeting. I think we are covering about 22 sections in oncology. We have 22 tracks in the scientific agenda, and it is including everything from breast cancer to lung cancer to genitourinary cancers to head and neck cancers to the GI cancer. So almost all cancers are being covered. Besides that, besides the adult cancers, we also have a session on pediatric oncology. We have sessions on sarcoma, which are rare tumors. We also have sessions on survivorship issues, which are usually not talked about. We have a session on tobacco control. So there is something in it for all oncologists and even the other practitioners from other specialties like chest physicians, the general surgeons, the oncosurgeons, uro-oncosurgeons, gynae surgeons. So it's a very broad range of topics that are being covered. It's not a site-specific conference. It's a very, very broad range where we are going to discuss how we are managing these cancers in Asia. The theme of our conference is bridging the gap in Asia. So Asia, as you know, is a very diverse continent. We have the countries with a very, very poor socio-economic status, and we have the countries with the best of the socio-economic status. So it will be amalgamation of all these. We will be discussing how we are managing in the patient in the resource constrained countries, and what is the management that is given to the people with the best resources that are available. So it's going to be truly amalgamation of the resource constrained and the resourceful countries. This is a very important question, as we can say that there are certain cancers which are more common to the Asian region, like carcinoma gallbladder, which is a burning problem in the SAARC region. The same way head and neck cancer, which is a common problem in this part of the world. So I think we will also be discussing on these common cancers, and maybe also the cancers like carcinoma cervix, which are very common in the SAARC region. So we will be discussing on these cancers, and then we will also discuss as to how we are managing them in the various countries. Like we have planned some SARC symposium on carcinoma cervix, some SARC symposium on breast cancer. See, breast cancer, if we see the diversity, we see a very early breast cancer in the countries like Japan. But in the countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, we see them in a locally advanced stage. So we will be discussing these things as to what is the diversity of the disease that we are seeing in various countries, and how best we can integrate the research so that we are able to do the best for our patients. I think oncology is a very developing branch. It's a very upcoming specialty, and we have seen in the last 20, 30 years, or especially the last 10 years, oncology has really broadened its base, and we have come to the best levels of oncology practice in India. So bringing across to India will only give us more knowledge base. We will discuss how best we can manage these cancers in our country, and how these cancers are being managed in the neighboring countries, and what best we can offer to each other. Another very important thing that I was also mentioning, that India is a very diverse country. We have people with very low socio-economic strata. We have people with the best financial resources. So how best we can manage these patients in limited resource and in the best resource. So these are very important messages that will go down after this conference. I think affordability is a very, very important thing that has to be kept into consideration, and especially in the today's world, because there are new molecules that are coming up, and new molecules are very, very costly. It can burn holes in the pocket of the multimillionaires also. So the new medications are coming, they are costly, but we have to also think as to for whom are these medications being discovered. We have to make the medicine more affordable and more reachable to people. So in this context, we are also having a special session on onconomics, which is going to talk of economics and oncology. And as I mentioned to you that, the drugs are being discovered, but they have to be given to the patient. So we have to go in for biosimilars, and that's going to be one of the very, very important features if you want to make medicine affordable and reachable to almost a good sizable population. So I think this conference is also going to address that question, that onconomics is a very, very important thing, and economics and oncology has to be taken into consideration. The big researches may take place, but unless until the fruits of these research go to the common public, go to the common masses, go to the population at large, then there is no point in that research. Even in the best countries in the world will be facing this problem, because the newer molecules are at an exorbitant cost. So I think it's a very important question that you have asked me, that affordability is definitely an issue, and we all wish that no patient should be denied the best medication if it exists on the earth. Thank you.